Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2026 Lifetime Grand Prix here at the Lifetime Sea Otter Classic at the WeatherTech Laguna Seca Raceway. What a beautiful day for a race.
I'm really excited to be back. And every year just gets better and better, so I get more and more excited.
You know, I've been racing since February, but I feel like there's something to actually starting the big series, which is the Lifetime Grand Prix. Everything else feels like really early season racing, and this race is kind of where people really define the start of the year.
You don't know how anyone else is riding, and it's time to find out how everyone's winters went.
Every race, it's really crucial to not to lose points.
Any one of these riders in any other race in America would be the number one call-up, and it cannot get any stronger than this field right here.
And go! Our racers are off at the start of the 2026 Lifetime Grand Prix. First race of the series here at the Lifetime Sea Otter Classic.
Just a reminder, this is a 3-lap race, 30 miles each lap with about 3,500 vertical feet of climbing. So don't think once they leave, like many races, that's the last you see of them.
I think Sea Otters, it's not a win the series moment, but it definitely just gets you in the right mindset when you have a good race here. Last year, I was really eager to push the pace up the first 2-minute climb. But this year I was a little bit more relaxed, knowing how the course would play out and how there were places where the field would regroup, where last year I think we were terrified of the descent.
You're not going to break away off of the start, and instead you're just going to burn a match. So I sandbagged that climb a lot.
You want to be in the front, because then there's a long, I think, I don't know, it's 7K or 5K descent on a loose gravel, so like if someone crashes, like you don't want to be behind, so you better be in front, safe.
It's really, really dynamic. Like the descents, the climbs, everything, just non-stop the entire time. You've just got to kind of stay focused, I suppose, because there's so many little pinch points or important points that you end up sprinting to because you want to get in there first.
Lap 1, you know, the group kind of stayed together. We had Samara Shepard kind of get off the front for a while, but we kept her in check.
She's got a bit of a break, bit of a gap. I don't know that it's going to stick or that this is technically a move off the front.
Got quite a good gap, and it was a bit of a threat.
In a course like this, there's not a lot of working together or having organization. It's more the pace gets pushed up the climbs or pushed into a technical section, and I felt like those pushes got harder once we had a rider up the road.
Coming into that first single track, it was flat out sprint, and I loved that.
So Sophia tried to push on single track, but she didn't make a gap, like everyone bridge.
And I think because we went so hard through there, that closed the gap a lot to Samara, because obviously she's riding hard, but not on the attack hard.
Hour and 12 minutes done and dusted for the women.
Bill, they just went through a time check, the 22-mile split, and right now it's showing that they have pulled Samara Shepard back in.
So first lap, I think it was like kind of like trying to see who is like where in the shape. Everyone really played it safe.
Very quick first lap. They're going to be just around an hour and 40 for this opening 30-mile lap, and everyone just kind of taking it easy around that turn. And I saw Rosa Closer in there as well, wearing her national championship kit. Is just like that, they're officially into lap number 2 under the Lifetime Sea Otter Classic bridge there by the finish line stage.
The race was really like on and off again. It's like the people like yo-yoing in the back and us in the front trying to attack, and then they're pushing like 100% or like 0. It was super frustrating, and also like no one did anything, and it's like, okay, no one wanted to push, no one wanted to push in a breakaway even. At this race and also in Lifetime, I think it's super hard. Like the trying to drop someone, it's just like, it's super hard.
That large group stayed together through most of lap 2.
Sofia Gomez Vichafanye threw down a big attack, and it attracted a flurry of attention. Cecile Lejeune, the first one to react. We had what looked like it was going to be a 4 or 5 rider split, but then it looked like Sophia, I don't think, wanted that many riders. She sat up, and now we've got another little bit of a reset here.
Nothing really stuck. The women's field was super deep, and I had a feeling that it was really going to come down to Lookout Ridge.
So we've got another attack here, so another one of our riders throwing in a big move there.
Emma Langley attacked just before the single track section. The group close to her during the single track, and again out of the single track the group split up. We go into the next climb, and that just seems to be where less and less riders are able to come back each time. This is definitely a race of attrition, and this many feet of climbing over 5 hours is quite a bit.
Lap 2 on Lookout Ridge, or at the start of that, I managed to be first wheel in there, so it's just nicer because I heard someone behind me struggled and maybe had to get off. So yeah, at least you can keep riding if you've got like a clear line in front of you.
There we go, our elite women coming through. It looks like 9 women together, and Kate Courtney is actually leading the pace.
Sofia Gomez Vichafanye is also right there with them, and along with, again, a pretty substantial group of ladies that's going into this third and final lap. So the Lookout Ridge climb did not do the separation yet again.
You know, going into lap 3, I had no idea how things were going to go. I knew that it could easily come down to a sprint finish. There was one really good attack by Kato and Neely on the climb into the first feed on course. And I was a little bit boxed up, and I could see Kate and Rosa weren't responding, so I kind of made some space, and I was able to bridge up to them, but then we lost a little bit of speed going into the feed zone, and Kate was really motivated to chase us down, and for a second there I thought that group of us 3 could go away, but the girls weren't having it.
Each attack was like just like close down, so that's, yeah, I think I should have known that and not lose my energy that much.
Coming up on 4 hours done, 3 hours 52 odd minutes, and it still looks like relatively the same front group going on there.
We may end up seeing some sparks on Lookout Ridge again from the women's field this lap.
It was a very dynamic race, but I think the headwind just made it really hard to make anything stick.
So they're going to go up a little bit and make that left-hand turn. And remember, when they make the left, that pitch is really, really hard. So definitely going to see an attack on that first steep pitch here.
There's going to be a fight to that turn, 100%.
Oh, man.
That's going to be your first win towards the finish.
So now the climb proper, the steep pitch is coming up. They are back to single file formation, and this thing is getting lit at the front right now.
On the last climb, Lauren Stevens showed up, though she was riding the back on the whole day.
You know, it's pretty clear you want to be in the front going up Lookout. So I knew that final lap, I wanted to be as far forward as I could.
Lauren has a good push here, definitely putting the peloton under pressure.
Yeah, look at that. The group is already starting to splinter. But Lauren Stevens riding a wave of form after the Redlands Classic last week, and got a little split. So Courtney on the backside of that split right now, trying to bring it back together with Haley Preen there.
So on the climbs, Nelle pushed, then there was Lauren Stevens, Sophia and me, and then in the back there was Rosa and Kate that we got dropped. Then at the last bit of the climbs, I started to cramp.
I think, up the very last part of Lookout, all of us were trying to attack, but it's all we had left in us.
Sophia going to make her trademark move around the outside there, making that punch. She knows she can't let that gap open.
Last year on the corkscrew was when I attacked and was able to get rid of Decker, so I knew if you have a little bit of a punch, you can get rid of some of the other riders. I think Kato was probably the one that was struggling the most because she was the one that got dropped going up Lookout Ridge.
I've tried to attack first, though I knew that I'm pretty empty at that point.
Neely kind of tried to counter it, and then I successfully countered her counter.
There goes the attack by Sofia Gomez Vichafanye in the drops. They're on that steep section, so she's giving it everything right now. Lauren Stevens very quick to match there. We've got Nellie Lang just coming off the pace. Nellie's been looking so strong.
Dropping into the track, I saw I had a little bit of a gap on Lauren, so I tucked and I pushed, but she was able to close it.
I was following her wheel down the descent and took the gamble of taking the inside line to see if I could get in front of her there. And
for a second, it looked like she had the faster line, but as soon as she hit that sand, she slowed down and kind of gave me a few bike lengths, and I was able to, not have to fight anybody into that U-turn corner into the finish line and be able to kind of cross the finish line solo.
She's going to run this advantage into the final turn. She's on the pavement. She is around the turn. Sophia with one more look back over their shoulder. Sophia Gomez Vichafanye, your champion here at the Lifetime Sea Otter Classic.
And Neil Lang for third place.
Atta girl, make it 7th, huh? Way to go.
And we're going to have another sprint for fifth place.
Bravo.
Thank you.
Well played at the end. That was genius.
So
Good
strong.
job, ladies.
Yeah, try to keep going.
I feel fantastic about the effort. Last year I finished this race, I believe 11th, and my whole body was cramping. To come to this race 1 year later and finish second is incredible.
And Neil Lang for third place.
I just felt good, which is always a good sign to have good legs. I'm still happy with 4th and 3rd in the Grand Prix, so it's a pretty decent start of the season.
And we're going to have another sprint for fifth place.
So I started the descent in front, and actually I thought I had more of a gap on Kate. And next thing she was right there, and I was just not prepared. Anyway, she managed to take the left corner in front of me, and then she took 5th place, and I took 6th. But I was happy, but I wish I could have taken that one step higher.
What a finish it was. Tight for all, I'm talking almost 90 miles, and the last couple climbs made the gap stick.
It's really nice to have high points already in going to the Grand Prix. We head into Unbound next. It's unpredictable, it's relentless, and you have to be prepared to have Mother Nature throw everything at you. So really looking forward to the chaos that Unbound is.